Hey yo, and let's go! Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be playing a new game. We're going to be playing Pharoah, A New Era. So I played this game a lot in my 20s, probably more hours than I care to admit. It's a game I really enjoy. I know at this point usually content creators would thank the developer for a key, but I'd like to thank my wife for letting me buy another game. But so we're gonna be playing this. I have played a little bit just to kind of get familiar with the new UI. By the way, if you are a subscriber and you've allowed YouTube to see any, you'll see it scrolling up on the right side of the screen. This game is a remaster, I guess is the best way to put it, of a game from, about 20 years ago now, from Sierra. So I'm just going to be playing through the campaign. It's a game I really enjoy. I'm going to try to keep it. There's going to be some missions in the campaign where you just don't, I can't fit it just in one episode. So those ones will get trimmed up a little bit. But at least on this first episode, we're going to get through the tutorials. We're going to talk about some of the game options that are in it in case you're wondering about it. I'm not sure how widely this is being covered by people. It's kind of a niche game, and you have to be kind of into that type of game from back then. Caesar, this, Zeus. But let's go ahead and get in there. I've already created a new family. We're going to start the campaign, and your first mission is nuked. All right, let's go ahead and get in there. Let's make sure everything's running perfectly fine. All right, so win condition is just 6 meager shanties. These tutorials will kind of lead you through stuff. I don't play incredibly like min-max. I'm sure I'll make mistakes and fail missions, and we'll start over. Whatever. I have no problem making mistakes. A lot of these are going to be recorded ahead of time, just because it's not a super interactive type of series. But all right, let's get in here. We're gonna welcome to ancient Egypt. I am not going to listen to the narration because I'm going to guess it's going to come over really loud. Let's take a pause real quick and take a look at some of the settings so that you can kind of see it. This is the way the new UI is set up. Initial impressions from the little bit I have played. The UI is probably pretty accurate as to how you'll see on the Steam reviews. But I've enjoyed the game. I do like I'm okay with the art style. Some people aren't okay with the cartoony stuff. However, I am. Let's go and take a look at these options real quick. Some of them were not in the original game. I'll try to remember which ones are. So, you got English with a few different other languages. Recruitment system. You can either have recruiters, which is kind of like the old way where you have to have a walking NPC that needs to go buy homes to find people. Or you can do a global labor pool, which is kind of more like Anno, where it just has to be connected to the road system. Cheat codes. I don't even remember them too long ago. Predators. Do you want, alligators and hippos to be able to eat you? Storage default accept. I keep it to none because the last thing you want is stuff to be filled up. You can have all or none. Unique walker range. Different buildings can have their walkers walk different distances. I'm keeping it as yes. I don't know what it is, and if you put it as no, I'll have to check out some other content creators and see what they're doing. Bizarre accept. I'm not gonna put it as none right now because I'm still trying to relearn the AI. Docks will be all also. You can put water lifts off a road if you want. Same thing with this. I'm probably gonna move the towers to off. I think I can change them at any time, so I guess it doesn't matter. Subcategory pre-open. I think that deals with this side of the UI over here. Hover on building delay. How long it takes for it to pop completely up. Oversee or pause. Yes. Do I want it to pause? I play pretty fast when I'm playing on my own, but I have a feeling because I'm on here, I'm probably not going to want to do that because I'm not going to be running at 5x unless we're just really waiting for something. Gardens, you can pick your gardens by rotating. If you want, I prefer just to click and drag because I am not a pretty builder. Autosave every 1 year. Hopefully we won't need to use that. And difficulty, you can go up to hard. I tend to just play on normal. Display settings, if you do have a 4K monitor, you can do that. I don't record in 4K for 1,000,001 reasons. Frame rate, I do have it as 120 because of YouTube buffering. Borderless window, because, you know, gotta jump between. Cursor confined, I guess that... do I want vertical sync? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on for now. And then audio and key binding. I do set my speeds up a certain way so that I can make things a little bit easier. Audio, I really hope this audio doesn't come out too loud. Unfortunately, it's going to be a number of episodes that'll come out that will be affecting that. But let's look on this right side. We're going to see our housing here. The blue isn't always here. It's just for the tutorial. Let's put the road down. It's going to kind of tell you what it wants you to do. You can't. I feel like you can't scroll out nearly as far as you used to be able to. I do also remember in the original, like the tutorial was kind of bad, but it seems to be a little bit better on this one, which is kind of nice. You know, things you want to kind of pay attention with houses as they grow up, especially in the early missions. I'm not going to here. Hold on, we gotta start this. Let's get off a pause. Let them start walking. I'm not gonna do. I do have some efficient layouts that I've kind of been using forever, but on most of these early missions, I'm just going to be slapping down houses just to kind of get through it. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit here. I am going to go to 5 so I can get this out because it's just a tutorial. What else? I am prone to making mistakes. Hopefully if I'm playing slower because I'm on here, it shouldn't be too bad. You can see from the graphics, if you played from the initial one, they are a little more cartoony. I'm kind of okay with that.
Wonder what the city will offer.
So showing you, one thing I kind of do like is kind of showing you where they're going. All right, so access to water. They're going to want us to throw down some wells. If you're going to play this game, don't ever use these wells. Just wait till you can get into water supplies. These only fill a very, very small area. All right, more people coming in. I think we are going to just kind of speed this up a little bit, especially on these early missions. I can't imagine this first video is going to be... We might get into we're going to get through the first 2 tutorials, and then we'll get into the third one where we'll probably set it up and talk about what I'm going to do, and then have a new video on that. I do know there are some missions later on that will definitely take more than 1 episode. It could take you a couple hours of gameplay on it, at least from what I remember. What's going on here? What are you waiting for? Okay, quality of life. Gonna look for a bunch of services. You don't need dentists right off the bat. Don't be building dentists too soon. Hooray, hunting lodge. They want us to set it up, and they're probably gonna want us to do a granary right after. So let's talk about these things. So what happens is, if you've never played this before, these hunters are gonna go out and find stuff, but to get people, what ends up happening is an NPC walks out and will walk in certain directions. They are kind of pre-planned. We don't have roadblocks just yet. I'll talk about those when I start using them. But they'll walk, and once they cross some housing, they'll grab people and bring them into here. You can see up top here how many employees they have. So these take 6 per. They want us to throw down a granary. Granary is where you hold food. So if you click on a granary, mine is set up. Okay, mine is set up so that it is accept none immediately because I don't want tons of random things showing up in there. With bazaars, with granaries, it makes less of a difference. Yeah, so you do want your granaries relatively close to where your food is coming from, because the bazaars will have to go get it. Bazaars are the way your people. Yeah, so this is telling you like how they can move and walk. You can pause if you want to read it. I got to put this down. So my bazaar is always set up to buy whatever they want whenever they need it. So they'll send a person over. See, you'll see her. She's making her way to the granary. Okay, I guess we're going to be talking about roadblocks here in a second, but she'll go and grab food here. And now she's going to bring it back with all these little people which spawned out of her bum. And then they'll start walking around and feeding the people. Now you got to kind of use roadblocks to stop them from going certain areas. So what I have done now, hold on, let's talk. So this roadblock now, any wandering NPC cannot come down here, right? So there's good and bad about these, because anything you build over here won't be able to come down here to get people. So you got to keep that in mind. So I've now locked everything into here. So you want as little intersections and turns as virtually possible. It's actually a lot of turns. And I won't be following the rules very well initially in the earlier missions, because you're kind of just slapping stuff down to get it finished. When you get later on, when you have to start getting like the higher tier housing, I am going to have to start using some of the layouts that I have. But we're just not there yet. I'm playing for fun. I absolutely adore this game. I'm super mediocre at it, so don't take me as a tutorial. I can explain very basic things. But now you can see the hunter can go back because they're going out here to get these guys. It's kind of funny like watching them dangle back and forth after they killed them. Anyway, so they'll come back. They will be walking around feeding all these people. These houses are now getting food. Well, not that house. This house has gotten food, so you can see that there. What did you want me to build? Oh yeah, firehouse and architect post. Super, super important to have. I wonder why it doesn't place. Whatever. I guess it really doesn't matter. So you will burn stuff down if you don't take care of this. There's just no other way to put it. They want me to do water supply now, so we'll take care of the water supply. And we've already finished the message. I'm gonna keep governing for a second, but what'll happen is these guys will walk around and make sure that the buildings can't crumble. If the firehouse will make sure, the fire safety, I guess is a better way to say it, keeps the things from burning down. If you get a fire that gets out of control, it gets pretty bad and it'll burn down your whole thing. I feel like we're gonna have to turn this sound down a little bit here. Or maybe it's just in my ears. Oh my goodness, it is so loud. Let's turn that down. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get into here. We'll move on to the next mission. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but you want to make sure that you have enough of those, because if you don't, bad things will just happen. So this one, I want to have one ordinary cottage, which means it's going to want food and pottery, I think. Let's put it in play again. I'll leave it paused here for a second so you guys can read it, and then I'm going to move on because the narration is really, really loud. So now this is going to talk about like what you're trying to do here. Like I didn't build it like they did, but it doesn't matter. So you can clear trees and stuff if you need to. This one's just meager shanties. Let's talk about what we have ready to go. Granary Bazaar, hunting lodge again, and the basics. So you do want to always try to build as close to grass as possible. Because you do need to make sure you can get water. Probably just gonna build over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna build over here because we're only gonna do 2 very small groups of. I might even just do. How about this? Oh yeah, it does count. I just realized you see the asterisk. It's telling you how many houses you got there. So I mean, I'm trying to do groups of 8. So I definitely want like, I don't know. I'm going to go 64 because I think that's going to do exactly what I want. I'm going to put a roadblock there and a roadblock, whoops, there. I think I put this one too close. Here's my remove button. I am leaving things paused for a moment so we can set this up. I'm going to go with the road around, road down, water. Let's stick that guy. I wonder if I could have put it there. I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? We'll throw that there. We're going to throw an architect's post there and a firehouse there. I tend to put those pretty close to each other just for the sake of doing it. Now that I think about it, I probably don't want Yeah, I could probably just road across from here. That's fine. Let's go to like here and go across here because we do need to set up our food. So I'm gonna put my hunting lodge. Oh, so let's talk about the roadblocks here. So normally, if we were under that option for recruiting system, if I was in global labor pool, it wouldn't matter because I'd be able just to build stuff over here. If I build stuff too far away and that wanderer doesn't get all the way over to the housing, they'll never get people. With the global pool one, it just has to be connected to a road like Yano. I do know I need to put some stuff over here, so I'm going to let them roam here because they should get all the way around there. But again, this is a tutorial mission, so it's not like it's going to take up a ton of stuff. So we'll let them go, and then we're going to take hunting lodges and just kind of line it like that. 2, I think, is going to be enough. Let's start having people move in. Again, I'm going to have. I'm just going to roadblock them from here, but not over here. I think I have to get copper in this one, or gold or something. Really can't remember. But so here comes the people. Let's leave it at 1.5 speed. They'll start to get in here. This water should make it all the way around. We don't have our overlays yet, so we'll talk about the overlays in the third mission. I don't remember exactly when they get into it. So you see the fire people, they'll start to wander down here instead of like taking care of these houses. So that kind of stinks. Let's speed up, let them get in here. These guys are going to get food. You can see it's going to talk about speed management, so you could pause it and read it if you need to. Like I said, I've set my keys up. I think the initial keybind is page up and page down. I feel like it's in kind of a really weird spot. Kind of don't like it over there. So I moved it. Forgot to see. And this is the problem with me having those is accept none. I'm going to have to accept all because I need them to actually have food. Because you saw there was no food in here, but then there was bunches of food over here that hadn't moved over here. I just realized. I don't think I don't remember skin. It's been a long time. I have the original on Steam still, but it struggles to run on there, which kind of stinks. But all right, so are we bringing in enough food? I'm not sure we are. I'm actually probably going to remove this road because I really don't want them going all the way up here, trying to bring food for no reason. I feel like we're probably going to need one more. What is it? Hold on. I know there's a. I want to show this because this was not in the original. How to copy building picker control. Is that what it's going to be? Left control? Let's try. Yeah, that's nice. I can't even be mad at that. Nice. All right, I'm going to speed up a little bit. I don't necessarily worry about the notifications. I probably should, but I don't. Maybe that's why I'm I'm terrible at every game. I do very much enjoy this game. When I was messing with it last night, I must have failed the same mission like 3 times just because I was trying to bulldoze my way through it, trying to expand too quick. You can expand pretty quick, but if you miss something or you don't set up the roads very well, you will get punished for it. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I think we're still waiting for food to get up here for everybody. Water should be making it everywhere. Got more people moving in. So those where the evolving will happen, they'll tell you down here usually what you can do to make it better. We don't have beautification yet, so there's not a whole lot I can do there. Yeah. So if you enjoy this game, I'm not sure when I'm going to put this video up if the sale will be up, but currently for Steam it's under $20 US at the moment. I think the regular price is like $23.99, something like that, US. For me, I mean, I'll definitely get my time out of it. All right, our food's starting to pick up again. The one thing I didn't like about This is that it's not like Anno where you can set up ratios. Like I don't know how much food I'm eating right now. You just can't tell. What's going on here? What are you waiting for? You got plenty of food. What are we missing here? Guess we're just waiting for people. Problem is I can't tell if they've got water. Meager shanty. Okay, so these. Yeah, so you just need food. Might have stuff too close to here. And they're getting food. What's going on here? Let's yeah, everybody's getting food. I don't know what the issue is here. They should be. All right, let's start getting rid of some of the crap housing. So I'm gonna get rid of the little guys because they're just not doing anything. There we go. That's something we need to do. Let's see, managing to make some money. So we are gonna do 2 of these guys, and then we'll connect it with a road from here, kind of like that. We need to have, like, I don't think these guys are gonna make it all the way down there. We're gonna try and see if they can make it all the way down there. We are for sure going to have to put a architect's post. These guys, mines and stuff, they can't burn down, but they will absolutely collapse. Looks like they're going to walk far enough, so that is nice. We're going to get our palace, it looks like. It's going to be under services. Village palace has to be on grassland. So for this, I'm just going to put it here. It'll show you your unemployment force. If you have too much unemployment, they'll leave. No jobs, they'll leave. I tend to use a lot of work camps once you have like farming and stuff to be able to manipulate this number a little bit. Do I don't have police yet, but so these guys are going to bring money to my village palace. I am still going to get rid of some of these crappy little houses because I don't like the way they popped up. I don't know why they popped up the way they did. Usually I do them in groups of 4, so like this doesn't happen. But I only need 10 of these anyway, so I got more than enough. There we go. So we can get our crime in there. So the police station, you absolutely want one near where people are living, and you probably want one down near your mines because they can steal from there too. All right, so they're gonna give us some of the overlays. You'll see this guy.
Find a place to live.
Yeah, they're coming back to start moving in because when the houses upgrade, they'll start to have room. I don't know why he's not moved in. I don't see any more little crappy houses, but that's fine. You'll see your overlays are over here. So I can go into water overlay. I can see who's actually getting water. So these guys are getting really good water, and these guys are kind of So this will start to turn darker blue as he walks around. That's why it's important to, like, you're either going to need a lot of buildings to cover the area, or you need to make sure that your roads are set up where they have to be forced to go certain areas. We obviously don't have any education or entertainment yet. Same thing with health, religion. Fire is probably, or the risks overlay is probably one of the most important ones. We're not going to get malaria here. We'll deal with that in a little bit. But crime, you'll be able to see where crime will be at. And then fire risk. You can see I'm covering the fire pretty good. Well, I didn't have to worry about fire down here at all. And collapse for artists, architect posts. Yeah, so we're now waiting for a physician that they want to have there. So let's go and drop that there. Speed it up a little bit. Religion, we're going to just slap that down there. So you got shrines and temples. The shrines are smaller, so they're kind of nice because you can kind of fit them in different places, I guess. I prefer just to use temples most of the time. Yeah, hoping this will actually help him be a little happier, so they will change over. There we go. That is now a common shanty. Meagers, we just need the meagers that are below it. Build a temple and 2 shrines. So I actually need a couple of shrines, so we'll chuck a couple in there. Let's chuck one there and chuck one there. Festivals. Festivals are how you kind of pray to your gods type of thing. I don't remember if this has to be connected to a road. I don't think I tried to not connect it to a road. Oh, okay, so it does not have to be connected to a road. That's actually kind of nice, because that does create intersections that I don't want in other places. So when you come in here, you can hold a new festival, common, lavish, and grand. For grand, I need a beer. You can have up to 3, I think, religious gods, quote unquote. I'm gonna do a lavish because I think they're gonna make me want to do one anyways. What else is opened up? Gold mine. Okay, so we can speed up time. We're waiting for this to happen. Yeah, so we're just kind of waiting at this point. I still have quite a bit of unemployed workforce, which is fine. These guys are not going to progress until I can get some entertainment. All right, so let's slow back down to 1.5. We're going to make some entertainment over here. Normally I wouldn't kind of just slap it in here, but yeah, that's what we're going to do. So you have to make a little bit of an intersection depending on what it is. So like the booth is just, you can fit it almost on any corner with enough room. So I'm just going to stick one there with a juggler school. So I'll let them go. Whoop. I'm not sure what hotkey. I'll talk about overseers and how, actually I can probably talk about this now. Oop. Let's keep governing for a second. Overseer of workers. So you can prioritize certain work functions. I tend to only manipulate a couple. So one of the first ones I tend to do is water supply. Without water, your world will end. And I put that at max. I still got to look into like, because the numbering's kind of weird. But anyways, so hygiene, you'll have a water supply and bazaar and granary. And then, no. Oh yeah, architect, post, and firehouse. Architect, post, firehouse, and water are like the #1 ways to lose. It really just kind of is. All right, so let's move on from here. Go up the next mission. So the next one's going to be Pharoah. I have no clue how to say that. I know I do have quite a big international community, so maybe we have some people from I don't even know if these are real places, to be honest with you, but maybe somebody can help me with the pronunciation. So this is going to be the next mission that we work on. I can still do it relatively quick. Maybe it'll be 1 episode, maybe it'll be 2. I don't know. Yeah, but I think I was gonna get into it a little bit further, but I guess we can kind of talk about things as we're going through the mission. Hopefully, this one, if I remember correctly, you got to get copper up really quick because you get attacked really quick. I can't really remember, but I guess we'll figure it out together. But I appreciate you spending a few minutes of your day with me, checking out Pharoah: A New Era. If it's a game you like, hit that like button. Let me know. I'm probably going to continue to record it because, again, I don't necessarily chase views. I play games that I enjoy. But until next time, friends, take care of yourselves. Talalo.